Let them say this a do or die affair, but we don't want nobody to come scatter ground for here. Oh, not fight, that's what we want in this year. In this election time, we want a peaceful atmosphere. Cause when 12 and fight, they grass, they suffer. Grass, they suffer. Innocent people go they run, pick over. North and south go they turn on each other. But instead to fight ourselves, make we fight Ebola. Instead of fighting corruption, making no day. Some people not to do, make Niger no day. And running everywhere. So we see some few scored in the air. No matter what thing happen, them I just don't care. Most of them know they really live for here. They don't come back again this year. But no fear. I hear them say this is a do or die affair. But we don't want nobody to come scatter ground for here. Oh, not fight, that's what we want in this year. In this election time, we want a peaceful atmosphere. Instead of to face politics, not to dance in Shabba. The only thing we concern them, not the rubber. All this complaint, I don't get fed up. We don't travel that lane, see where we end up. So which can Niger you want to see? How I want make it be? Share the Niger where things they walk. Yeah, join hands to let you know about. The youth of today, we got a very big say. It is our life, it is our future. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Future we bright, a product of peace, not war. Vote, not fight. Election, not war.
Last week, on Say No to Election Violence.
That today, you know, say this guy, you're not I want to make you understand something. Say anytime where I talk, you always stand, say, now my game be this, now my cabal be this. Now my
Jaku, your servant is here again. He needs your protection. He needs your help. And I want you to help him. Jaku.
This week, on Say No to Election Violence.
Good day, viewers. You're welcome to your #1 interview program on EDTT. My name is Janet Samuel, and here with me this afternoon is the chairman, INEC, Dr. Devin C. Adegbeja. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Sir, we would intend to know your preparations for the oncoming election and your relationship with security agencies to secure a free and fair, credible election.
First and foremost, I'd like to use this medium to appreciate my fellow Nigerians for their support and help and their commitment and sacrifice toward this democratic nation. When we are talking about the security for this election, all hands is on deck. We are preparing, and the Independent National Electoral Commission is ready to provide and to produce a free, fair, and credible election.
Another question I would like to ask is, can you tell us your relationship, the relationship of your commission with security agents? Is there anything to show us that you're preparing fully for a fair, free election?
Thank you. The federal government is really setting up security across the nation. Over 30,000 security officers is being posted across the nation towards the coming election for the security of our people, so that we will be free to cast our votes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for coming. Do you have any advice for the viewers at home?
Yes, let me start from advising our parents. I urge our parents to try and monitor their children during this period of election, and also played into the youth, because during this time the politicians use the youth a lot. So the youth should take their time, should desist from any electoral malpractice or any electoral violence, anything, any criminal attitude toward this election period. Urging everyone, my fellow Nigerians, to go out and cast their vote and get behind it.
Thank you very much, sir. You're welcome, Mr. Chairman, once again. Viewers in the house, thanks for listening. We'll meet the same time, same station next week.
So if I don't give you money, maybe take you this year.
The money you give me no.
I want maybe they be like 16. Maybe see if my friends see them.
Sure, you don't know how much they buy for us there. Now 25,000 they buy. How much you give me? You give me 1,500.
I don't try for
1,500. Wait, I want it.
You don't do okay right now. You don't do. When you go do the hair.
You don't go. And then.
Why do you always come with listen to you now?
Now all this bad news, I don't know. Which one is they come here now?
You and this your phone go kill you one day. Which one is it? The long money for I chairman. No be news that one again. No, sir. They don't go film with this.
I don't know. They had to tell us so they know they follow this bad guy. Who?
What's it on?
That's why I don't go. Don't go. I don't want to see that school.
Stop! Wait to happen. Which is to do?
We must see that. What do you mean? What happened to police? We must see that.
Mama, what happened? Say that you say Tolu don't die. Hey, the only son of the family. Now wow. This policies of 18 now bad thing. Eh? And you have been telling this boy to stop going there. Now wow. How we go to now? Eh? How we go do? When you tell me what to do now?
When you just look at me like
say you want to go court or what you do?
I don't go tell my lawyer.
You don't go tell him.
You must make sure that that man is arrested and jailed.
This senator,
he must be arrested.
He pass you.
You arrest him. No.
Now God bring down.
No, God bring down.
Just Baba Tolu, let him do that God bring down.
No.
Baba Tolu, I don't want to do again.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Go die for jail. Now why you
politician? They get money.
my son. So you understand?
If you take senator to go court, you don't win the case.
Senator will go court. Nobody's above the Nobody's above the law.
Yes, let's see what you have.
Nobody's above the law.
Tell this boy you. Sorry, take that. Let me take that. Now wow, the only son of the family.
That is my own Olori.
Now bad thing.
I'm looking towards to getting married and giving me grandchildren. So that's the door will not go on police.
Make you go see your lawyer. Make you go see your lawyer. Anything you
I like Tolu. No go sit.
Mama told me to eat you. Make you follow and talk.
Now Tolu I want see. If I see Tolu I go drop.
Mama told me to eat.
You just have to take her serious. This matter, only son far. We must go to court, Neo. Lie to tell the shele for the love. When I this, I don't go see Tolu again. I understand. Don't worry. We'll go to court.
Mama told me it's okay. I'm going to court now.
You are going to be your lawyer.
I need to get a lawyer that will make sure that that man is jailed. Nobody can kill my son and go first week. I will ensure that judgment prevails. No.
It's the only way out now.
I'm coming. Let me go and see my lawyer.
The man has to go to jail. I'm
going. I'm on my way. Mama Tolu is okay. You will see the man in jail. Don't worry.
Hey. Only son. Kill a baby wrong way.
Níbi tí Ó tán lójú. Tolu padà wálé mọ́. Where Tolu don't throw away. I tell one of you say make you back am up. Why you no back the guy up? But man, no. No. Mọ́fà ti bẹ̀lẹ̀. Ibi tí Tolu ti throw away. Ibi sọ fún kíkọ́ ní ṣe back up ọmọ yẹn. Ẹ fi bẹ̀lẹ̀. Mo máa rán tèmi náà rẹ̀. Máa rán èmi tèmi náà. Ẹ kó sunkún ẹ ó ti yé yẹn ẹ fi bẹ̀lẹ̀.
Wọ́n fi bọ̀ kó orí ẹ̀ ṣá.
Kí ló tún ní? Kí ló tún fẹ́ sọ? Ìlà ló kí o. Mo mọ̀. Owó Tolu.
A máa ná ni.
Tẹ́pù náà ni bàbá ẹ̀.
Fi bẹ̀lẹ̀. My one suggestion be say that Tolu money go give him parents.
Sudanu. Lọ́rọ̀ wèrè bàbá yìí sọ báyìí.
One house. Tẹ́pù ń sọ̀rọ̀. Auto the level wey dey ground now. You dey where I dey form this cabal. Me gba license or government.
Yala hear anybody.
Tolu no be apprentice under me.
Na so.
I mean form my crew myself. Tolu die. Soldier come, soldier go.
Wetin go come happen to Tolu money?
I don't be give anybody any money. I sabi papa ni. Ojú mi ò ṣe ní ràn. Mo wá bí wá lọ ni. I come here full you. Wetin be your please. Eke alaye. Wetin happen? Eke wetin I do? Alaye wetin I do? Wetin happen? Wetin ṣẹlẹ̀? Wetin dey do? That today.
Baba Tolu, you know, you are very much welcome. I've been waiting to receive you since I received a call from you. I'm fine as you can see. Well, we are there.
No, I get problem.
Are you serious?
You know this man, the only son I get. The boy, they don't kill him.
They kill him?
They don't kill Tolu.
How come? How did it happen?
I don't think for my body as I follow you to talk now.
So do you mean?
I want to make you help me sue that senator. Wait, let me kill my
Baba Tolu.
Not the time of election.
You said they killed your son.
They don't kill Tolu.
You want me to help you sue a senator? How did it happen? I don't really understand.
Go there.
Is it a senator that killed your son?
It's the senator that killed my son because.
How come? How did it happen?
My son went to the campaign of that senator, and that was where my son was shot. Died.
Your son went to the campaign? It was the senator
that employed my son with his group, with some of his friends like that.
Is your son working for a senator?
My son never worked for a senator. I don't know how they make. What I want to do for me is just that. Prosecute the senator and let that senator go to jail. That is all. Just as a friend, just do that for me.
Baba Tolu. Well, it will interest you to know that I read the news about, I didn't even know the Tolu involved with your son.
It's my Tolu.
Sincerely speaking. But what I heard and what I understand from the story I read was, maybe your son is one of the people who were involved in the electoral violence, and then in the process of, maybe the police wanted to apprehend them, he ran and then he was shot. Well, I just have to tell you.
My son was never involved in the electoral violence.
Okay,
Baba
Tolu,
it was a very
he who comes for equity must come with clean hands.
You know, this is your grammar. You don't need too much on my head.
Okay. You want me to help you prosecute the senator?
Just prosecute the senator and let the senator go to the.
Okay. I'm going to ask Baba Tolu. Wait, let me ask you a question. Okay. You know, I'm just a lawyer. And then when we put up this case, the judge will be there to adjudicate. And then the only thing I can take to the courts as my own backbone is the Constitution. I hope you know that.
Okay.
And it is the same Constitution, the Electoral Act of 2006, that provides for the senator not to involve your son in the first place. It's the same thing that provides for your son not to get himself involved in electoral violence.
You know, okay. And in my own son was never involved in any electoral violence. In fact, a will to his demise, I still called my son to look. There was one boy in my area, what is it called? He died too. So I had to call my son that don't emulate this character, is not, and he deceased from all those characters. So all of me will be involved in any election.
Baba Tolu.
Just do that for me. Just do that for me.
See, I just have to. You know, I've been your lawyer for the past 15 years.
Very long. That is why I trust your work. The work you have been doing, it has always been my people. So I want you to do this one too for me.
Baba, I tell you, I will not have any reason to deceive you.
Dilo,
one of the things you know me for is I don't deceive people.
You will never deceive me.
And it is very, very good of you also to listen to my own. Because when we get to the court, you are going to be looking up to me.
Very good.
So let me tell you, as a person you go to court and look up to now, what we are likely to have from the court.
Okay.
We have a constitution that forbids that senator to involve your son.
Of course.
And that same constitution forbids your son to involve himself. Now listen, Babatolu, listen. It pains you and it is very obvious that you have lost your son.
Madolu is too old to give back to
at the same time, I have to commiserate. Babatolu, let me just commiserate with you on the loss of your son. And pray that God will grant you the fortitude to bear the loss.
There is nobody to continue to bear Adabi Academy. Okay. If I die, no more Adabi Academy. The whole of this family.
That is very painful, and I regret that. But constitutionally speaking, it is very difficult for us to prosecute the senator, knowing fully well that he had also emerged, and then we have something we call impunity clause that will not even allow us to take the senator to the court.
Okay, the law,
and if you have to just wait for 4 years, I guess the pain will not be as excruciating as it is now. So please, Babatolu, I am very, very sorry. We just have to educate some other youths, and it is so unfortunate that your own son has to be a scapegoat where other people will learn. So that is why I will advise, when you also get out there, tell the youth and educate them that they should not be involved in electoral violence. They should not allow the politicians to use them to mar the election process. I am very, very sorry. Babatolu,
okay?
Thank you very much. You see, do you mind cola?
No, I'm done with all that. Okay. Don't take trust.
My regards to
the demise of my son.
My regards to Yatolu.
You do, okay, okay, no problem. I will give her a message.
Take care of yourself.